Chaos. I just have cards related to that game. I'm checking my hand for stuff to disenchant.
Chaos Base Neptune doesn't actually exist. It just doesn't actually exist in Champuru.
I'm gonna add
this is regular Neptune in Champuru.
You know what?
How many? I should check a list of mythicals. Maybe I can trade one for one I actually want.
You want to check and see if anyone wants Water Moat or Fire Moon Page Contest in the hunting room. If no one wants them in the hunting room, they're gone. I don't feel like acting them waiting for a response. Sorry. So what is it? $10.99, 26.
Okay, I think the game entitled needs to be changed.
Yeah, me too. It's this thing.
We're getting to that.
Alright, this puts me at over halfway to be able to get BG's copy of Flame Awakening on it. Wait. Just can't spin anymore. Ooh, there was a bounty on one of them. So I got like extra points. Whee.
Hyperdimension Neptunia Rebirth 3.
That puts me at...
How much is the minimum to put a bounty on a Ultra card?
5. The minimum is just 5 points more than the worth of whatever card.
Ultra, yeah, 1,005.
So, you know, a common would be... for a rare, it'll be 55 super rare.
Common 10, uncommon 15, rare 55.
I was going to say that, but I just wasn't sure.
Alright, I have to get rid of the card first. Before I do bounty.
Yeah, if I forget, I always refer back to the pins and look at them real quick.
Alright, well, we're almost ready to start with the Rebirth 3.
Oh fuck, this red isn't in the set, it probably won't be.
You know what, before I go into stop buying mode, I'm going to buy 250 points so I can get my final bystander so I can get my last mythical pull to a nice even number.
Nice even number. Woohoo.
Okay.
I'm one of those guys, okay? I'm sorry.
Wow. One of those guys, eh?
Oh yes, I need to actually make sure my controller's set up.
The bot? I thought I followed the bot.
Oh yeah, I need to give myself standard. And also turn down the voices a tad.
Oh yeah, that is a weird thing. Sometime along the way, you may have unfollowed bot somehow, because it did that to me.
Then I'll follow it again. Let's try it again.
Does someone want to do bet start?
I can.
Yeah. Whatever.
I guess Endeavor will do it when I say to.
Yeah, just tell me to hit win.
Alright, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Game.
So, Rebirth 1 new game, no DLC. I didn't bother showing you the DLC, but there weren't any pop-ups, so I don't have any. Also, someone can !enable Hararo now to fix the title in the game.
Can you handle me? It's my turn.
All one.
Ready?
No space.
Are you ready? I'll finish this. Ready? You prepare. I am ready.
No, is it? No, Toggle Hararo, my bad. Toggle Hararo.
It's something with Hararo.
Toggle Hararo, yeah. Oh, turn it back on actually. Why is it on? Oh right, you guys fucking...
I typed it quicker than Aura and...
Yeah, so
it'll
now it'll
eventually
fix
get into the
screen
state
timer.
where it needs.
But give it like 10 minutes and then turn it back off again, by the way. I'll tell you when to turn it off.
As soon as I see the title change, then...
Yeah, because it's going to change to Quintet early because we're behind schedule. Well, behind the current schedule. We're not really behind what the original schedule was.
Yeah, it should change early.
Meanwhile, Neptune is ripping off Sword Art Online.
Yep.
The intro for this game is done. I think you can edit.
Yeah, it's a useless dungeon and probably just a tiny attempt to set up a mobile game arc in post-game. I think that is the reason the setup exists. And Neptune is level 50, but she will lose all levels the moment we land in the, what was it, Ultra Dimension?
Prologue. As soon as the prologue.
Yeah, as soon as prologue ends, we lose all our levels and all of the skills we may have.
Because Neptune is Neptune.
And turn into a little wimp that can't do anything. The interesting difference in this game compared to other Rebirth games in V2 is that they changed how EXE drives work. They just eat a bunch of ESP and everyone gets only 1000 SP and nothing more. Solo EXEs cost 750, group EXEs cost I think 500 in most.
I'll finish this and
yeah, but it's also a meme to get your EXE.
Yeah, you gotta use 100 skills.
To use 100 skills on any character you want their solo EXE for, so...
You've roboted again, by the way.
so I'll
Oh.
finish this and next.
I don't know why that
It's my
happened.
turn.
It just sometimes happens.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why it happens, huh?
Anyway, what I did in that first area is I picked up 3 netballs, which will be useful later on, and a bunch of other minor stuff.
Ready anytime.
And now I beat up the Dragon R4, who showed up about 2 hours too early.
God damn it. Bahamut meme. Final Fantasy meme.
Yeah, the start of this game is pretty similar to Victory, after the VR part anyway.
It hasn't changed on the title, but when I go on the following page, the game's changed.
Yeah, the one on the stream doesn't actually change all that often, if at all.
Just disable it now then.
Yeah, you can toggle it off again.
Again, I think the prologue only exists, like that virtual part, to set up the social game arc later. And these 2 tiny characters that shouldn't be here appearing.
You're still sort of robot-y, by the way.
Oh, God damn it.
Like it's weird this time. Half your words are normal, the other half.
Yeah, and I don't understand why.
I'm thinking it's Discord.
It might be Discord, it can't be the mic, because this is a phenomenon that has been showing itself whenever I'm on stream with people, like when I stream, that they hear me robot, but the stream hears me fine, so it isn't the mic.
I can go anytime.
Alright, so bad luck on the Dogus, I have to take 3 fights.
Yep.
Enjoy playtime and like to calm myself.
Alright, hopefully I can hit 2 with Nick. Yeah, there we go.
I did it. Your face.
So, Dogu damage complete. I don't actually need that herb, I don't know why I fixed it. Also in this game, the quest that you do for the doggy damage gives you the ingredients for Life Fragment, which is a whole lot more balanced than what they make you do in Rebirth 1 and 2. That said, the original Victory also gave you the Life Fragments ingredients at this point, so they kind of had a reason to do it that way.
Yeah, the title already changed, alright. This doesn't change.
Yeah, the title should be fine. So we talked to certain Chirpers and they have somewhat useful items.
Oh, you updated the title again.
Oh, okay. I just wanted to make sure.
I mean, it's fine, whatever. It's not like it actually hurts at all.
By the way, if you guys want to do another trivia question for the chat, I have one in the list. Yeah, I sent it to Endeavor earlier.
Yeah, he sent. You sent me one earlier.
I don't think there's anyone around that's capable of making codes. That's the problem.
For this next trivia question, we'll have to wait until either the transition between V3 and Omega Quintet, or after Omega.
Okay, so I forgot to watch the last station cutscene, but I needed to go to Miss Manual at some point anyway.
Intermission.
Yeah, we'll do it at one of those times. But we do have one more trivia question. I don't know if it'll be the last one. Z-Fresh could always come out of nowhere once he wakes up, but we got one more to do before he wakes up.
Give out more subs.
Yeah, that's Z-Fresh's thing.
No. Oh yeah. I never gave a sub to third place today. I don't even remember who that was. I'm surprised no one brought that up. Didn't I promise a gift sub to like third place or something from one of my runs?
Oops, I meant to say no. Okay.
HDN Marathon. Oops, I mean HDN Noir.
Oh well, too late now. I can't remember. Tired.
Okay, so we've almost made it through the prologue to the real Chapter 1. Not that too much will change once I get to Chapter 1, but I'll have to actually do some quests. Some real quests that aren't just easy.
To be honest, as much as I like the idea of challenges that complete while you play, I hate that the challenges are character specific, because a lot of the challenges you do have shouldn't be character specific. Like, in terms of there's nothing special with it. It's a lot of grinding. Like, all the character challenges are a lot of grinding if you want to complete them, or be my guest. It's no real challenge, really. It's just, hey, you use this character a lot? Wait, they are even stronger now!
Let's go!
Okay, so we'll go a bit out of the way to grab a certain gather point. Not this one, so getting Dr. Jelly is pretty stupid. I don't actually need any of that. So I'll go out of the way and grab a gather point, and that gather point will actually be able to give me sunflower seeds, which are the key ingredient for weakened enemies in this game.
Oh, and we need that. We need all the weakened enemies you can get.
Okay, I only got one, so what I'll have to do is fight some sunflowers later to get the other one. But that isn't until Chapter 2. This is just to get a head start. Also, I'm probably going to try and preempt the crash by restarting the game around the 1.5 hours, 2 hour mark.
What crash?
My game always crashes around 2 hours open, no matter what. For Rebirth 3.
You sure it's time bound and not space bound?
Just memory leak.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean it's roughly just based on the amount of progress, or the amount of things I do in 2 hours.
Yeah, it's like the one crash in my run was around the 2 to 2.5 hour mark. It was whenever I was close to the part where I was starting to grind out skills with.
I mean, yeah, what I'll probably do is I'll just restart the game after chapter 5. Because that's about the 1.5 hour mark to 2 hours if the run's really bad.
I was just wondering, since I didn't know there's a memory leak, I was wondering if it was maybe bound to something you guys do, but since it's memory leaking, yeah, then I can see it crashing after time.
Rebirth 2 and Rebirth 3 common contenders for that.
Yeah, Seha as well. Basically any Victor engine NEP. Probably any of this PC NEPs.
We can take Rebirth 1 out of it.
Rebirth 1 and Seha aren't actually that bad. They're the best two anyway.
I know.
I've
actually experienced the memory leak crash first once.
Yeah, I never saw memory leak crashes, but I had crashes in both games.
Yeah, then they are memory leak crashes.
Like Rebirth 1 once crashed me in the Colosseum, and Seha literally crashed me the moment I entered Virtual Forest. It was dumb.
I had a crash during the time meter cutscene.
Here, huh?
A bad end run.
Yeah, so if the most tiny the sprite doesn't load, and then boom,
So this game will let you see drop indications when you kill an enemy.
Which is godly, by the way.
And that means that if I don't get a drop indication from the enemies that I need them from, I'm going to run from the fight and try it again. Don't know why I'm picking these up, they don't actually do anything. I'll just move on.
It's dumb that it's only in Rebirth 3.
It's probably a habit, I guess.
Okay, I didn't get one from that. Didn't get one from that either. Okay, let's run away. So this definitely saves time, but it is a little risky because it's not all that easy to run away. Okay, I got one drop, so we'll continue. I forgot to get the healing pod chest, so I can get that on the way back. Jump on this box.
And yeah, jumping on boxes instead of chests.
Yeah. They replaced hidden items. They're not all that well hidden.
Yeah, the boxes can actually be, if you just walk carefully, you can actually track the boxes yourself, just because they reflect.
You can sort of reflect and see them invisible, or you can just tell by the drop shadow.
Yeah.
Yep.
Right, well this fight is actually all 4 enemies that I need drops from, so I can't really do run strats here unless I decide to go for Procraft to save 3 of them. But I don't think I got any drops yet. And there's a viral. Rip Neptune.
Though I like that it is boxes now, just because the boxes are like trackable that way.
Okay, well I'm not going to fuck around and try and run from a viral. But the problem is that I'm just going to have to revive Neptune, I think, because literally didn't get a single drop out of 4 enemies. Great video game. Oh well. Extra slippers. Because everyone loves slippers. Okay, I got a drop from that Hickey at least.
Including slipper.
So with my second negative sap in hand, I'm done with saps. So I can just go back to the Halo Angel near the entrance and go for that instead. Although I need to get a couple more jelly kills as well. So we'll go for this jelly. I don't need the jellies drop though. Okay, that's all the jellies that I need. This thing. I don't think that got a drop. Okay, I got a drop that time, so we're done here. This isn't anywhere near as bad as Victory because A, you can see the drops, and B, the drop rates are actually improved, and C, you only have to get 2 drops instead of 3. Although there is one negative side, and that is that you can't get any drops from the gather points, they've been removed. Oh yeah, and I accepted the loose quest, but I don't actually plan to get that one met unless I get really bad RNG and kill a lot of frogs anyway. It's just a coincidence that if I do finish it, then I may as well get the rewards for it. If I don't finish it, then no harm done to anyone.
That's how I played most of this game with quests.
It's a shame that I have to use the life fragments so early on, but in this game you can buy them. So if necessary, then I can even go as far as grinding money to buy life fragments.
Oh, this blonde-haired guy. I hated her so much in my playthrough. I forgot why I just hated her.
Because she just enters their house without saying anything. Just kerplunks their door right open without any warning.
I think I hated her more because I saw her first in the anime, where, yeah, you know, girl, let's just go. Nobody likes you.
Yeah, Netgear is still back in the original dimension, the Hyperdimension, although obviously she'll come later. Join us in the Ultra Dimension in Chapter 4. I think MK2 is saying they've watched the animation but not seen the plot of this game yet. Leru.
Yeah, a lot of the animation took parts from this game.
Yeah, because Pishi was already there.
The anime is kind of a combination of Mark 2 and Victory, or Rebirth 2, Rebirth 3, but I think it came before some or all of the rebirths.
Yeah, there's a mix of Mark II Victory with some references to Vanilla in there too.
So Noir leaves for all of about 10 seconds.
Let's do our best.
Then she realizes, oh fuck, I'm lonely, let me come get back!
She has some very slightly longer absences later on. Well, obviously the party split, but then...
I am going to Lowy.
Yeah, that one doesn't actually happen. Well, it happens in this game, but then you click on the town and she joins back immediately. Because plot progression makes sense.
To be honest, I sometimes don't get that characters leave your party when there's no plot dungeon you have to do without them. Like, for example, in Hyperdimension Neptunia leaves for a few cutscenes because she is trying to fix the transporter. But there is no required story fight between her leaving and her joining again, so it's kinda dumb. Oh hey look, we found share crystals! We can become CPUs now again, because this dimension is weird and we don't have any follow-ups.
Oh yeah, you also get to hear Noir's amazing Rebirth 3 English voice.
Fight time. Let's get hype. My turn.
Aaron Fitzgerald.
Oh yeah, she's not the voice actor for Noir anymore. She was in this game, but they recorded like new lines for her overworld. Granted, Noir's overworld voices have always been a bit questionable. I think they are a bit weird in some other games as well.
It's still so weird hearing Noir in Cybernet, not because, you know, well I mean it's because of a different voice actor, but it's because it's Eleanor from Tales of Berseria. I can't hear Noir in Cybernet without hearing Eleanor.
I know that feeling. I have it for other games that I cannot hear one without the other.
And if no, there's someone in chat who just for some reason didn't know that, you're welcome.
Hello, scariest CPU in the entire franchise.
Oh yes, welcome Iris Grin to the party. I think that's still an emote.
Yep. Let's see if I can remember how to.
Alright, so power combos and Neptune heals Noir, because this R4 doesn't hit quite as hard as the one from Victory. Wait, hold on, I outspeed her, my bad. I forgot. So we split up and knock her down. And she'll go pretty much exclusively for Noir, because of her being the party leader, which I deliberately set up.
Knock off or down, she'll get right back up again.
Because Noir's defense is quite a lot higher than Neptune's at this point. And there we go. R4 down for the cost of 1 healing grass.
I can't wait to get back into this game eventually. Like, the first game that I played through and really made me not want to. But I kind of want to now. I guess I just
Well, I guess it's on a long queue, although you get to at least play it on a better computer now.
Yeah. Once I get that fan installed, I want to finally start net testing.
Yeah.
First game, I have no idea.
Well, this will Sega Hard Girls, I imagine.
Yeah, probably Sega Hard Girls.
The PC New Game Plus world record is pretty free, because I only really got one time and then realised that no one else was going to be able to compete with it and then stopped.
Poor Marin, he tried. He tried.
Yeah, he got AMD'd.
Same thing with his New Game Plus bad end. He tried so hard to get that world record.
New Game bad end, yeah.
But
AMD forever.
his computer's just not as good as yours, and whatever NEP games determine is a good PC.
Well, AMD for him. He's got a pretty strong computer otherwise, but AMD graphics card just screws you over.
It's just the fact that it's just you can't determine even a good computer would be good for these games, because Ox's old laptop that he used was, and he said it was garbage, ancient technology, and it was faster for his Mega Tag than it was for my i3 processor.
Yeah, sometimes
and it works better for very fancy apps.
Yeah, that's true.
Sometimes
so weird
happen the technology.
Alright, I need the sunflower quest, just in case I happen to kill 5 sunflowers before I actually get the 1 drop. It's unlikely because the drop rate is quite high, but it is possible, and if I do get the quest then it saves me quite a bit of time. Though I need to take a quick time out just for my maps. Hold on, this will just be a second. I just need to see where all the jump boxes are. There we go, opened. Maximum.
It's funny how we get the rival tutorial now, but we had them already. So to be fair, enemies going viral is kind of rare in this game.
Thankfully.
Alright, first sunflower down for no drop so far.
But
Alright, I can pick up this and it gives me a chance. That didn't give me one there. Now this one.
So then you're giving Reba free this map RNG Scout that has still this dungeon.
Oh, hold on.
Still, this dungeon is on the same level of how bad it is. If you don't have DLC.
Yeah,
I have the anklet on, come on game.
If anyone wants to do Stellar Dungeon in this game, get the DLC. Just get the DLC. Because if you don't get the DLC, Stellar will constantly lose the items.
Okay, I got it now.
And it's annoying, so just get the DLC. Save yourself a ton of time with Stellar Dungeon, and that's it basically.
It makes good an extra and a little easier.
Oh yeah, right, you need a piece out of Stellar Dungeon, don't you?
No. But it is easier if you can get pieces out of Stella's dungeon. But you don't ever need to use her.
Oh my god. I think you do for some reason.
Oh wait, yeah, the box is here, past the teleporter.
Yeah, I used to think true end blocks it's a Stars dungeon.
It's not quite. But, well, you do need to do you do need to do true end to finish Stella's dungeon, but...
Oh, that's why I think they're connected.
Well, you might be able to pull it off on good end, but I think you would need to be very tactical about how you did it. Like deliberately stall for certain drops. Before you went back to the Hyperdimension and you lose Neptune, or you lose Netgear and all of them.
I guess it works if you're doing a new game with DLC.
Alright, so I just need to jump at a bunch of places because I didn't finish the Sunflower quest.
It's kinda nice that the hidden blocks are always of money, because that way they are not required for any farming and something.
Well, that being said, the first one that you jump at doesn't actually give you... Well, if you jump at one that gives you an item, it doesn't actually give you money on that jump. So it can be a little off-putting that way, although that's not very many credits.
Your life will be taken by my hand.
Alright, so I picked up an int booster. I'm going to use it immediately on this fight.
May I begin? Ready anytime. Finally. I'll finish this in one go. I'll finish this in one.
I'm gonna risk this. Cool. That worked out. I figured I'd be able to kill that turn. Plutia just eats through the Lizard Guard in this game. Because he's quite a bit weaker. And he's weak to electric. So we go to the last station and we get lectured by Noir. But first I need this.
Wasn't it like, hey, how can you be here? You have a country to run. Why are you here?
Well, yeah, roughly.
Like
mixed in with a bit of Soon because she's lonely.
Of course.
Because apparently they haven't been to see her in like 3 years or something.
Or however long it was.
So we get the Stella's dungeon tutorial, but we're not actually ever going to unlock Stella. Unlike Victory, where you actually have to use scouts in the speedrun. Well, you can do it without, but it would be a complete, utter mess if you tried.
The most common way that I know how people do Stella's dungeon in late game is they mess with the computer clock. They just do to save a lot of time.
Yeah, and technically you could do that even in a speedrun, but it probably still wouldn't be worth doing.
Yeah, in a speedrun it probably isn't, but in casual it is when you try to actually complete the Stellar dungeon. Because the Stellar dungeon runs on real time, not in-game time, like the scouts do in Mega Dimension, so you kind of just manipulate the real time so that stays time complete and you can loot it.
Yeah. Alright, so I buy Noir's weapon, nothing else yet. I pick up this. The weaken enemies plan from Gramps. And then set weaken enemies and set life fragment. Not that I'm going to use life fragment anytime soon, hopefully. Yeah, now that everyone has an upgraded weapon, we can deal with the enemies in this cave, especially with weakened enemies. And the thing about this cave is that just in general, a lot of the really stupidly high health enemies in Victory got nerfed in this game. Starting with these guys. These guys have a lot less health. Okay, I got the first Crystal Skull drop, so that's a good start. So I gotta get 3 crystal skulls. I don't actually have to take the quest. I just have to count the crystal skulls.
Looks neat.
I can go and take the quest after I'm done. So Netgear actually did used to be first, and then the whole spam apocalypse happened.
Over here. Here. You're in the way. Sorry.
Okay, I got the second drop. So kill.
Yay!
That's really good RNG so far. I got 2 out of 2. Can we get 3 out of 3? There is a chance that this one comes with 2 golems, so...
Where are you looking? Over here. Here.
Yeah, okay, I got 2 golems in this fight, so... hopefully...
It's all
Okay, I didn't get one from that one.
Sorry.
Okay, I got one from that one, so I'm done. I just need to finish these last 2 enemies. Okay, that's perfect RNG, so... very good start.
We actually got perfect RNG in a Rebirth 3 run? This is the real life.
Rebirth 3 is not as hard to get instant victory for the crystal skulls. Well, I need to accept it first, but yes, they are drops, so I don't need to have the quest accepted to be able to do it.
But I have to bow out because I'm getting tired and I don't want to fall asleep on stream.
Alright, see you later. Thanks for the commentary.
No problem.
Yeah, appreciate your help on the commentary. You have a good night. Whew.
So now begins the procession towards copy-paste, the end boss of Chapter 2. He's fairly easy in this game, although he still can have pretty spiky damage at times. He can deal like 1000 in a turn if he wants to, or maybe even slightly more. Anyway, first a little shopping first. Hold on, let me read. Okay. Armor for Noir. And Technique Patch for Neptune.
Going here, huh?
So unfortunately, unlike Victory, we don't get any early access to eject buttons, so just gotta walk out of dungeons for the most part. That doesn't cost too much time, but it is a little painful in places like this. We also get to see the Whiteheart anger face for the first time in the run. I forget what our remote for it is called, but we have one.
Exterminate.
Yeah, exterminate.
All caps.
We get to see exterminate for the first time.
Let's go.
Same time. I will be right back in a minute.
Sure thing. Hold on, there's a box back here, yeah. Where is it? Am I blind? Okay, it's back there. Okay, so I'm picking up as many SP charger chests as I can because SP chargers are like gold in this game.
You go first.
I unfortunately hit into an encounter, but what I'll do is I'll kill it for SP.
Finally.
Since, like I said a bit earlier, The monsters in this game are pretty easy to kill in the overworld. I'm gonna save for copy paste just in case. With Noir at 1000 SP and Plutia also pretty high, well, Plutia's not that high, but Neptune also pretty high, we actually want to start using a little bit of SP now, at least on Noir.
I'm serious today, so I don't know what.
Alright, so everyone's going to start off using Guard Break apart from Noir, who I think doesn't have any. Oh no, she does.
I'll destroy. Behold!
It's my turn.
Well, Neptune Guard Breaks.
What to do?
I'll use...
Fine.
No, I won't skill with Plutia, I'll just use a power combo still. Now I can skill with Noir,
Ready
and it does quite a lot of
anytime.
damage.
May I begin? Ready whenever.
Here I...
It's my turn. What shall I do? It's my turn. I'll finish this and. What shall I do?
I'll destroy.
Ready whenever.
Alright, just barely managed to escape without anyone dying, that's cool.
Level.
It's pretty terrible if people die when you don't really, like if you're not expecting it in this game. Because you have to revive them, and then they're out of HDD, and getting them back into HDD costs a lot of SP that you don't really have the leeway for. So now I'm just going to keep saving it basically every free save point available just in case the crash does happen early. Although like I said, I will try and reboot the game after chapter 5 or around there to try and preempt the crash. We'll see if it works or not. That doesn't mean I can stop saving or anything like that. Okay, another int booster. These are also kind of like gold.
Going here, huh?
Then we're going to jump at a bunch of boxes in this dungeon to make some money. Unfortunately they can be kind of annoying to see. And I got a herb which is completely useless and cost me 300 credits. So I would have preferred the credits, but whatever.
Ooh, looks neat.
Hold on, there's a box up here. I'm going to take an extra safety box. Where is it? Hold on. There it is. Okay. Extra safety box taken. That gets me an extra 900 credits. And then another intentional box. And an SP charger chest. I did forget to get one of the SP chargers. It isn't that important, but it could be. Depending on how things go. Sometimes these boxes can be really dumb to find in the dark. Hold on, let me look at the map again. Oh, there we go. Finally got the edge of it. So you get to see me jump around looking like a bit of an idiot for about 10 seconds. Okay, well, like I said, I don't generally want to get items too much instead of money, but life fragments are an acceptable substitute. Especially since it was life fragments plural and not singular. Alright, well, this is another place where... or yet another thing that is in somewhat short supply are... things that can heal more than a healing grass, so we'll grab those. We're gonna equip and get you a stamina bangle. There's a new armor there. Alright, equip S3 to X parts to Fludia. Did I get you a correct item? Yeah. Why did I have so little money last time then? What's going on? Well, whatever. I'm just confused about something. But I think I've overdone the money a little bit now. So this game in Victory, the CPU parts that you can put on each character are actually really, really good. So I'll be using those as much as possible.
And you get like an upgrade every chapter.
Yeah, well, particularly Plutia gets the most upgrades, but Noir gets some eventually as well. And Neptune does get some, but they aren't really worth equipping by the time you get them. Why did I think there was a chest here? Well, whatever. Well, I'm getting a ton of useless items from the boxes, the white pigments, and all this other amazing stuff. One last box for now. And then we get the fight against Bloody Bloody Bee. The last fight we have to do before we can actually recruit her. Alright, I use another end booster here, once a guard breaker anyway. So, start with the guard break, separate as much as possible.
Fine. You what to do?
Alright, so Noir got hit by the alert.
Ready anytime. May I begin? I'm finally ready anytime. Ready whenever. It's my turn. It's my turn. Ready whenever. May I begin? It's my turn. May I begin? Ready any. Finally, I'll end. May I begin? Happens to them. Regretful.
Alright, well that was probably a bit of a waste of SP, but whatever. Alright, I should be good to go for now, but my hands are a bit sticky from the stupid piece of fruit that I've got. I need the map as well, okay, got it. We're just getting rid of the electric attacks more so than actually wanting to use fire in particular. Oh, where is this box? Come on. Wait, what? I'm confused now. Oh, it's a bit further on. Or not, whatever, I'm just going to skip it. If I can't find a box, then it's not worth trying to dawdle and find it. And yeah, it's still Iris Heart, she's just got different processor parts on, with better stats. They're grey instead of her original one.
Full power jump!
I'm back. Anything exceptional happen?
Not really.
Alright. Looks like we're at the end.
Of chapter 3, yeah. So if I jump down here, I can snatch this for 3 SP charges. That's pretty good luck, but I do need to take a slight detour to save now. If I didn't get the SP charges, then I could just go around to that save point by default. One more box. And time for Mr. Bad.
You around till I'm satisfied.
Alright, so I want to split everyone apart from Blanc away.
Finally, I'm ready anytime. It's my turn.
And use the int booster on the last int booster that we have for now on Neptune and Plutia.
I'll teach you.
I'll finish this in one go.
And then kind of
May
surround
I
him.
begin? Ready whenever. You prepared?
Now, what?
It's my turn.
And eventually he will go after someone else.
Finally. You prepared?
Which is really annoying when he does.
Ready anytime.
What I can do is I can buff them on with Neptune.
Prepare your.
You prepared? It's my turn.
Just attack.
Prepare your.
May I begin? Ready whenever. I'm ready anytime.
Prepare your.
I'll finish this. What shall I? I'm ready anytime. Finally.
I'll teach you.
I'll finish this.
Okay,
in
he went
one
for
go.
Noir next. That's not too bad of an outcome
Ready
because she's
whenever.
kind of durable
May
to some
I
degree.
begin? You prepared?
Now,
I'll finish this. What shall I do to?
I'll teach you.
Ready whenever. I'm ready any. May I begin?
I'll teach you.
I'll finish
Okay,
this
he's
in
back
one.
on Blanc for now.
You prepared?
I'll teach you.
I'll finish this in.
How can this be?
Okay, he's down. No diffs.
Hey,
Did use quite a lot of his SP though, which can be a bit annoying to make up.
Alright,
Man,
I have denizens.
at this rate, I don't think we'll meet the E2R ending. Maybe.
So the game is coming to an end. Neptune's leaving Water Dimension. Oh wait, no. Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Oh, nope. There she comes. Ruined the ending and doubled the game's length.
Alright, well I finished eating the annoyingly messy piece of fruit. So now, once I get into the burp cutscene, I'll go and wash my hands. And for now I'll just deal with it. But first we need to actually see the first burp cutscenes and do the quest.
So who is the best partner to have in a Mega Quintet speedrun wise?
One whole input at Satoha.
There you go.
Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to save and reload for a weapon, and it's not going to take 10 minutes like it took last time, because that was really amazing RNG. We're reloading to get a 1 in 5 chance to happen, but it can troll you quite a bit if it wants to.
When is the cutoff for your Omega Quintet?
In the intermission. Now I just need to remember where this box actually is because it's kind of dark. Okay, I didn't get first try. And yes, Noir is the landing pad, as already enunciated in chat. Okay, second try is a lot better than like 20th try in the practice run.
I wonder what's inside.
Pick up that PSP charger and come back around to grab a couple more things before finishing the dungeon. And yeah, PP and Centis will be cut at the end of OQ or whenever you want me to cut them.
Full power jump.
Quick, people need to get Nep ahead of Vert.
Full power jump.
Intermission sounds fine.
Well, the emote console war doesn't count. It's a different war for the actual CPU choice in the game. The emote console war is just for emotes. Oh yeah, and there's also the producer. You can vote between Zfresh and Marin.
Or if someone wants
I thought you asked something completely different. Oh, I was still on the topic.
Well, I mean, you can select another name for the producer.
Omega Quintet.
Oh, okay. Yeah, there's the cosplay. You can choose between Neptune and Netgear. There's the CPU, which I think Blanc is winning, or maybe Neptune, or maybe Noir. I just know that Verse isn't winning. Okay, Noir's winning.
By just slightly.
Yeah, it's pretty close, so anyone could snipe it, although I hope that Ox won't snipe his own incentive. But he's entitled to if he really wants.
But I didn't have to save points.
I could snipe it, don't worry. I could snipe Blanc if I really wanted to.
It depends on how many points I win off of Santa's bet.
One day we'll actually work out how to vote instead of war.
We're good.
Unless he deliberately did it that time, which could be the case. Okay, no. It was a mistake. Alright, so now I need to do a fairly major equipment buy.
Neptune. Money!
Processors for Plutia, we got a new set for her already. And we also got some for Blanc actually. Drive Hammer, Super DWB, NG64S, NG64S, Super WL, okay. Okay, so now last station. There's a quest that I need to actually accept before I go on with this. Hold on. Oh, it's C in this game.
Let's get ready.
In Victory, all the story quests are E to make sure you can actually accept them. I guess I should have jumped to that box, but too late now. Is there one here? No, okay, let's just fight this guy.
I gotta be serious every now and then.
So,
it says you don't want to spend, has double
My
points.
best action now. Oh, Neptune.
basically just split everyone away from Blanc. Blanc will fill her SP to 1000, everyone else will spam power attacks.
We are making the entire vanilla teams.
I see that. Is that our new goal?
Yeah, the entire team is going to be Zfresh.
Versus Dragon Awful. And you win.
Zfresh Pinoy versus our... Oh, that's too high of a point, so I was gonna snipe Pika if he did another 100. But I'm not gonna do that many. I'll do this many.
Okay, there's a box here. Oh no, there is. Okay.
Oh, I forgot to change the name to.
Don't worry, I got
Rip.
Son of a bee. Ooh. Let's fix this problem.
fixed.
I'm still gonna do my point.
Okay, so I guess Blonde's in the lead right now. Oh, Nip Lolly actually did spend all his points, wow.
No, Rolly has no points.
Oh well, he'll have a few hundred thousand by the time the next marathon comes. So that's 6 months, that's a lot of time to make points. So he's put them all into Conquest.
Went and spent 300, what was it, 380,000 or was it 350,000?
380, he was close to 400.
Yeah, because of Conquest and because of the VIR ones. He's spent like 200k on VIR alone.
Looks like Evil Rayquaza is challenging us, Hexy.
Let's get ready.
DFC for YR.
Also, was he the one who voted 15,000 on English Voices for Vanilla? Because I have no idea who would have done that.
It was W-Dog.
Oh. I was gonna say, that doesn't seem like something like the Nip Lolly would do.
W-Dog spent all of his points on English.
I mean, but yeah, Nip Lolly got Conquest, so mission accomplished, I guess.
No, I don't have to buy that card I want today. I can wait.
I could wait. You just leave VG hanging.
What are you buying off him?
I could buy my Chaos Marathon, you know. We want to keep the incentives where they want to.
For good reason.
We want to keep the incentives in our favor. Best honest.
The Green Heart name on Zfresh is actually typoed. You need to do Zfresh Peony.
Or just Zfresh Pony.
Alright, yeah. Yeah, like I said.
Oh yeah, Zfresh narrating blondes.
Yeah, I need to get, after I do my Omega contract run, I need to go and get the script from the VIA so he has something to go on because he doesn't speak Japanese.
Oh yeah, the English. Translation.
Yeah, I need to get him, like, the script for it. So it's actually possible to do that incentive.
I'm serious.
Alright, so again we just split up everyone. Right, left. Right for the attackers, left for Blonde.
Ready anytime.
And we bait them with Blonde, the tank.
Fine. I will not finally.
Oh, you agree, Leroy?
Okay, they're a little too fast split up so far, so I'll just
my turn.
attack that.
What shall I
Probably want to be the best thing so far.
Okay, so if I go here, then hopefully I can draw it a little closer.
Are you
I don't want to be there.
No, she's not moving yet.
The worst.
I will not. It's my. You prepared? It's my. May I begin?
Zfresh.
Oh my god, she's still not moving.
Tiny.
He's just spamming her long distance attacks.
One go. You prepared?
Alright, I'll move a bit further back and use healing pod.
Are you ready? What shall I do?
Vert, why are you spamming your long range attack?
I'm ready anytime.
This is the worst I've ever seen it. Okay, she finally moved. Thankfully.
I'm ready anytime.
Zfresh will probably meme it and go, you'll narrate Blonde and I can narrate while my amnesia.
Finally. Ready anytime.
Okay, I don't think I can hit all three of them with Neptune, so I'll just...
300 or 3 times gain is amazing. I spent 300 points and I only have
a bad meme.
It's my turn.
You spent 300 points and then you only have 100 less than the last time you checked your points.
That 1337 points is mine. Watch your trash won't be versus me.
You prepared? Finally. Ready anytime. I'll end this. May I
Fresh
begin?
backwards.
It's my finally. I'll finish this. I'll end this. Watch me. May I begin? What to do? I'll finish this in one go. I'll end this.
Oh, and it goes Z fresh backwards in the way that
Finally.
why not? And they really not giving it up.
Yeah, DFC. Alright, well that was a much slower fight there than I'm usually getting, but they just wouldn't get together at any point.
I love how Z-Fresh is named backwards. It's H Surf Z. There's still a Z in there.
Yeah, the Z kind of still sits away from the rest of the word, that's the whole point. So it's still like Z is exaggerated. Oh yeah, and the two top names will be picked for those names.
Ah, so never mind.
Alright, Party. Neptune behind Blonde. Bird into the slot. Noir behind Plutia. Nika in her slot.
The only question is who's going to get the top name and who's going to get the second post name.
I want to remove Ray. No, remove Power.
Z-Fresh obviously gets to name the Z-Fresh squad. No,
True.
Plutia gets the good move Plutia Break. Plutia Break cover.
Floaty break.
And Formula Edge. And now I use the one eject button I have. And then save, if I can negotiate the menus correctly. Alright, well, the double fight is fairly straightforward.
I will beat my authority into your skull. I am ready.
Again, just split away from Vert.
Stay calm. You prepared? What shall I do to... I will not let you have it your way. It's my turn.
No!
I'll end this. May I begin? I am ready. Stay calm.
No!
I'm ready any... Are you ready? Watch.
I'll do...
Are you ready? You prepared? May I begin? It's my turn. I am ready. I'll end this. It's my turn. What shall I do to...
The sun seems especially bright today!
Alright, we finish off copy paste.
Are you
R4
ready?
comes in. R4 is going to hit someone else once. Just because.
Die, see, watch me next.
Okay, hitting Vert is ideal.
I'm ready anytime. May I begin?
We switch out
I was
Plutia,
bored
in
anyway.
comes Noir.
I am ready. Finally.
And then we use the strength
It's
booster
my
from
turn.
earlier.
Die, see, I'm ready anytime.
Defend with
ready.
Blonde.
Fine. I'll end this. It's my turn. I am ready. I'll end this. Die, see, finally. Watch me, Neptune. I will not let... I'll end this. Watch me, Neptune. Die. I'm ready anytime. Watch me, Neptune. Die. I'm ready anytime. Ready when... I will not... Watch me... Die. You prepared?
And then just finish off the combos. I'm just playing it very safe in terms of not using SP, because I need to use plenty of SP in the next chapter. And I don't want to burn through my SP charging items. So far I haven't used a single one, which is good. I definitely had problems with running out of SP in my practice run. So I'm basically doing the exact opposite this time and underusing it as much as possible. At least until we get to Chapter 5 onwards, which is now. So the Chapter 5 route split is... Obviously we got to choose which one to do first. In this game it's slightly better to do last station first. Or at least last station is slightly easier than the others, whereas in Victory, last station is actually the hardest, probably.
I love in my route, I routed lean box first, and it wasn't until I was already done with last station that he told me it was the opposite that I needed to do.
Well, I mean, you can do them in any order, it doesn't make that much of a difference, but this is definitely the easiest one in this game. Alright,
yeah, but I was copying your notes that did the reverse.
It's
kind of weird.
So now I need another bunch of new weapons.
Did he that Pika dude open the ultimate when the bot told him not to?
Yes, that, and did I get all the weapons? Yeah, not all the weapons I want. I'm not going to upgrade Netgear's armor, I'm going to upgrade Neptune's armor, just play around with it. Yep, blue S, white cast, CHWL.
At this point he's like, grit, I'm doing
and Netgear all Lilacs. All Matsu Lilacs.
That's my mentality as well. And dang.
Damn, son.
I feel him so hard right now. He's getting the Endeavor RNG.
Upgrade Nilata Slash Edge and then get ready for...
Let's go!
So what I'm going to try and do is have Neptune be the target instead of Netgear, because Netgear is more useful as an attacker. But I need you to actually be leader then. Not Ludia, the slippers will have to go away for now.
Hey, you got something?
Found an item.
Oh, where's that go?
Take a nip. Ooh, looks neat.
Get the PSP charger. Get another box. And get a life fragment, cool. So... it'll be interesting to see how this goes.
Go.
Alright. Square to skip cutscenes. Like that in this game.
curious today, so I don't know what. It's my turn to eat.
Alright, so I want to try and kill the item jammer as soon as possible just for safety.
Finally. It's my turn.
I defend with Neptune.
May I begin?
Although she's probably gonna... I think because her health isn't the highest, she'll get other people targeted. Okay, no. Party leader gets targeted, cool.
My maiden.
What to do?
Alright, well I do have to heal Neptune quite a bit to make sure she lives.
Watch me, Neptune.
Nikki is... Oh right, the skill jammer isn't dead yet.
What shall I do to you?
Well, people are uncomfortably close to Neptune right now. I think I'll just let her die.
It's my turn.
My maiden.
She'll die, yeah, that's fine. Ah, she attacks someone else, but... Well, he attacks someone else, but... Doesn't matter.
Stay calm.
You don't have hyper heal yet? Okay, healing pod.
What shall I do to you?
Start wearing him down, defend.
What to do? It's my turn. Oh,
My.
Watch me, Neptune. Oh, finally.
Let's.
Oh, stay calm. May I?
Who?
What to do? Stay calm.
She's paralyzed.
Let's.
What shall I do to you? Watch me, Neptune.
Oh, well, I've got plenty of healing pods.
My.
Although he's doing a lot more damage than I would like.
My.
Let's stay calm.
Now that she's not guarding because she's paralyzed.
May I begin?
Let's see.
And there's the target.
Holy moly, that was a lot of damage.
Who shall I do?
Neptune is just not getting unparalyzed. Okay, well she finally did now, but that was like a
Is
lot
there a
of
turn
turns.
limit like Pokemon?
That's random. How many turns it lasts for in
Like,
this game?
have we found out what the lowest and the minimum?
Well, the
and
lowest
max-
is 1. I don't know what the highest is. That would be worth finding out, yeah.
Let's see.
May I begin?
And before it can go all the way to a very uncomfortable number.
Okay, it doesn't look like the strategy works very well anyway.
Who shall I do?
Neptune is just too brittle.
It's my turn.
Idea Factory
My
probably
maiden.
did some dumb shit like
Oh,
between 1 and 10,
what shall I do?
I figured.
1 and 20.
Level up.
Alright, well, another diff is down anyway. I wasn't paying attention to how many eject buttons I got. I will use one anyway though, because the teleporter... I mean, the fastest dungeon to walk out of is actually the final one I'm going to in Low E. So I can use an eject button here regardless. Okay, I only got one. I hope that I get more than that in Lean Box. Okay, well, I guess the plan is that hopefully against against Mr. Bad and the creatures, Neptune won't actually die. And then her HCD is a bit more tanky. Not too much, but at least a little bit.
Now let me tell you, this boss. Whew.
Yeah, this is one of the worst bosses. Every Mr. Bad boss is bad, to be fair.
Stay calm.
Ready anytime.
Alright,
Hardest
I need
one
Neptune to actually do some work with her.
Practice.
What shall I do to you?
At least he doesn't have
I will not
a
let you have it your way. Stay calm.
potential super long loading screen before the bugs, like in
Yeah.
Victory.
Alright, so Vert, I need to get her new weapon. And then I need to view a couple of chirpers.
I'm gonna continue my conquest to make Neptune at a higher pedestal than Bert.
It's a worthy cause, although it might be difficult.
She only needs less than 10 last time I saw.
Ah, this is the wrong map, hold on. That's the right map. Now I'm running into a wall. slightly. Okay, I got 3 eject buttons here, so double hit. Lydia gets that.
More than 10.
Alright, Vert's nearly at full.
Ron is about to get combo ripped.
Ron's about to reach 666.
Alright, so I'll use 3 SP charges on Lydia.
Oh man.
And that'll do for now.
Combo rip needs to get to 200.
Oh yes, combo rip.
Up, there we go.
IF sure got a hell of a lot. I guess Endeavor's been around for like 10 hours in a row now.
Oh, what'd you say? I heard my name.
I said IF got a hell of a lot of points since I last looked.
Oh yeah. Although
Let us go forward with focus.
me and
Now, what shall I do?
oh,
I will show
So
you
everyone
the power of the
HDs,
CPU.
and then we just pray, basically.
Snipe.
To try and
Sniper.
sorry. I'll be serious now.
Go
Yeah. Yeah, I've been here since 6 in the morning. However long ago that was.
Snap your face.
So
Time to
14
get serious.
hours now.
So, guard with
I can
Neptune and kill a creature with Lydia. Whichever creature is almost dead.
Prepare yourself.
I'll finish this in
I will
one
not
go.
let you
Neptune
have it your
defends
way.
and hopefully doesn't die.
I was about to type out HDN combo rip.
Okay, so now I have Hyper Heal at least. HDN for rip.
I'll
I
finish this in
saw
one
HDN, then I saw combo
I
rip,
am
so I was
ready.
about to combine.
Prepare yourself.
It's my turn.
Alright, so Pledia got paralyzed. I'm gonna actually parallax in her. Because only the creatures
I'll
can
finish
paralyze,
this
so
in
the
one go.
paralyzed
Are you
thread is
ready?
gone already.
What shall I do?
go. It's my turn.
Watch me, Neptune.
Alright, I'll
You
make
know-
a bit of
You
SP.
ready?
In the end, it might be more
I'll
ideal
finish this in one go.
What
to
shall
do
To you.
bad first,
Ready?
because
I am
it's
ready.
earlier in the run.
What shall
But I mean, it's
I'll
not
finish this
much
in
earlier,
one
but
go.
it's earlier. So if he just gives you,
It's
like,
my
you're going
turn.
for a really good time and he gives you an
Yeah.
insanely bad
Stay calm.
thing,
I get what you're trying to say, yeah, and it sucks, but it's true.
It's
Yeah,
my
they
turn.
give you like 10 extra minutes of your life that you don't have to waste.
May I begin?
That's
Are you
only for
ready?
once our times start getting really
Stay
insane.
calm.
I'll finish this in one
I don't know
go.
if I'll run the game if the time is
Yeah.
based on how well Mr. Bad goes.
May I begin? I will not
Be
let you have
honest.
it your way.
I'll teach you.
I'll finish this
Okay,
in
he's
one
targeting
go.
randomly now. So just try and finish off
Fine.
as soon as
Stay
possible.
calm. I
You
will
can-
not let you have
You
it
can
your
type
way.
in DE
Ready anytime.
instead of disenchant.
May
Yeah, that's
I
pretty new.
begin? I am ready.
Okay,
How can this be?
Okay, he's dead. That wasn't too bad of a fight.
I'm mine.
that sounded very, very sad for an admin to ask, but
Well, I mean, it kind of just got slipped in there without anyone telling anyone that it was added.
oh.
Like, it was just in the rarity update. Alright, so now in Louis we can go and get Blanc, the best CPU into our team.
Don't you forget it.
Those are some good words.
I see the bomb is switching over to the white side.
Upgrade her armor. And equip some CPU parts. CSW.
Let's go.
And then into the mines. Again, we're going to have to use a lot of SP here because Plutia basically has to carry the team.
Ooh, looks neat.
But the first chest does at least have a PSP charger. So that gets us off to a good start. Basically, the whole point here is to try and survive on the SP items I have until Chapter 7. Then, once I get to Chapter 7, I can get the horse head sashimis, or whatever they're called. And those give me 5 sets of 500. And then, Chapter 8, I can get regular SP charges, times 10. And that should see out the rest of the game. So yeah, I need Plutia to be basically full, so I'm going to use 3 I'm going to just straight up use 4 SP charges on her. Hold on, Blonde Party Leader. Although, in general, copy-paste either goes for highest HP or for a random target, so...
I'm gonna get serious on you! Watch me, Neptune!
It's my turn.
What shall I do I'm ready anytime.
Ah!
You prepared?
Ready anytime.
Now it's...
Stay calm. May I begin? You prepared?
I'll finish this in one go.
You
I'll
prepared?
destroy...
May I begin? It's my turn.
Alright, so the plan is basically to just buff up and spam fighting weapons.
I'm ready anytime.
Ready any.
What shall I...
Ah!
You prepared? Watch me, Neptune.
And then heal with Nekia whenever Blonde's
My
health
turn.
falls below Nekia's, ideally.
Fine.
Although
I'll end this.
I'll de-
It's my
it
turn.
might be a little too expensive to do that 100% of the time.
It's my turn.
You prepared? May I begin?
Now!
I'm ready anytime.
Ready anytime.
One more
What shall
turn.
I do to... It's my turn.
Actually, I'll just heal now.
I'll end this.
Now it's...
Fine.
Buff yourself
It's my
again.
turn.
I'll end this. It's my turn.
And
No,
defend.
I'm ready
I'll finish
anytime.
this in.
It's my turn. You prepared? What shall I...
Ah!
Ready anytime.
You prepared? Stay calm.
Oh, he used the attack,
I'll end this.
the nuke
I'll
attack.
finish this.
It's my turn. I'll end this.
I'll try and finish him off, but not quite.
That all you have?
Alright, well, Neptune
Fine.
died.
Oh, Neptune! You prepared? Stay calm.
Oh wow, that actually
I'll
does 0.
It pains my heart to hit
Fine.
you too.
I'll
Oh, I
end
know
this.
why.
It's my turn.
I've completely burned up. I have no
It's because Blonde's
regrets.
stress was debuffed.
Huh? Already?
Okay, well I got back attacked. It shouldn't matter though because I got all my party members to get leveled up.
Why can it
But yeah,
always be
the
my turn?
old man Paphos guy got me.
My best
So I'll just use this
action
opportunity
now
to
is
charge SP.
my turn. Oh. You can go anytime. I can take care of it.
Okay, now R4 at the end of the chapter is a pretty free fight with Blonde as the tank. Although she does do magic damage, so Blonde has to be healed a little more than she would on a physical fight.
Let's get ready.
Okay. So what we'll try and do is we'll set up the alternative party, which is something like this. Okay, no, I'm not doing this quite right, but yeah. Gear times Vert, Noir times Pluvia, Net Blonde. This is just the cheapest party in terms of SP later, because Neptune is pretty much done battling at this point.
At least in this game, she doesn't
I wonder
combo rip 100 times per battle.
Lan is the tank in this game and she doesn't need to compo up to tank.
I wonder what's inside.
Eject button and another box. And another box. Take all of these.
Wonder what's inside.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
The actual comparate.
But who's going to get it first?
Who's gonna die first with Compa?
That's
First blood.
a good question.
Oh dear.
No, I'm actually going to predict Neplolly will have the first comp. I'm not
First
saying like
comp.
death in general, but
Count how many combo reps.
everyone's going to predict Z-Fresh. I'm going to be the one guy that predicts Neplolly.
Comparip equals Compass, but Snipu, no space.
This means when vanilla happens, combo rep is going to snipe a few emotes.
Maybe. Alright, well let's save before R4. Not that she's difficult, but you can get caught off guard if you accidentally increase Netgear's weight too much.
Blonde looking at that compa booty. I love how any face, along with the Gecko Burn, with the compa rip afterwards equals hilarity.
Alright, so come over here until we can get a buff up.
It's my turn.
Neptune buff Netgear first.
If you want to see him.
What? Oh, I forgot to change the party leader. I'm just gonna retry that fight. That is a bit slow.
Oh yeah, you can do that in the middle fight, can't you?
No, you can't change the party leader, but you can title screen out. Wait,
Oh,
what?
that's what I
Blonde
meant.
was the party leader. What's going on? I don't
Mom
know.
was the party leader.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Maybe she.
I think it was
too
just the
close to
targeting. I think it was just the distance. Like I think Blonde might have been too close to the others, or Blonde was too far away from R4 or something. Either way, we'll try it again. Because that's really weird. But yeah, you can just title screen out of a battle immediately. I am going to restart the game after Chapter 5, but not now.
Everybody
Just
ready up
let you
your
know, I'm
terror
serious
feeds
now.
after this battle.
Yeah.
IF is about to get scarred for
It's
life,
my turn.
quite
You
literally.
prepared? I'll end
Okay,
this.
that's better. Even though I didn't get hit,
Finally.
which she can get hit there. For sure.
Ready anytime.
It's my turn. You prepared?
I'll finish this in one go.
What to do? It's my turn. I'll end this.
Ready anytime.
Let's stay calm.
Alright, now I need to get Netgear out from underneath the others
Ready
and
whenever.
heal.
You prepared?
I'll finish this in one go.
It's my turn. You prepared?
Man, is it me or is Seal from Mega Man?
I'm
Like
ready anytime.
one of the most
Uh,
commonly dropped.
I don't know why I'm healing this
It's
early,
my
but
turn.
whatever.
I see her drop like
Netgear,
every other day.
yourself,
You prepared?
Ready anytime.
It's my
yourself,
turn.
Ready
attack,
whenever.
attack.
I'm ready anytime.
It's my turn.
Let's stay calm.
The fairy tale. Oh,
Ready
dang.
whenever.
The fairy tale set was complete, and all the fairy
I'm
tale
ready
were.
anytime.
Touch me, Neptune.
Even though someone
Wow.
wanted that
Finish
windy.
this in one.
There's a couple
Right.
people wanting that
Ready
windy.
whenever.
No, I think the first one who wanted the
I'm
windy was the one who
ready
just finished the
anytime.
set.
Ready
So I
anytime.
think it's only one person.
Ready whenever.
No, there's
I'm ready
another one that
anytime.
came out today.
Stay calm.
Someone got the
I know,
windy.
yeah, like
I'll
that
finish
that
this
one
in
person
one
is the only person,
finally.
is what I mean.
I'll end this.
Oh, I thought there was someone else.
I had it bountied, so sort of.
In this form.
But yeah, just wiping the entire set as soon as you can.
It's smart.
Okay, so I'm going to deliberately close and reopen the game once I make the save at the end of this chapter. And that, well, it might take care of the crashing problem, it might not, who really knows. But we'll give it a try. And
And
Terra
before
Feed.
we get, and before we get the extremely unlucky, like 5 minutes into the run, crash.
Ah, terrified.
Neptune learned even lip shot.
I really think if the Rebirth games, memory leaks could be slowed down like how Fairy Fences can be.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, Fairy Fencer just has like a race condition rather than a memory leak. I mean, I'm sure it has memory leaks if you play it for long enough, but the main crash is a race condition, which is something going on with the CPU, not with the memory. Alright, so that's that. In terms of playthrough 1, and now we're going to reboot the game.
We've turned into Ocarina of Time. We just got through with Child 1.
Yeah.
Now we're in Adult 1.
It would be funny to happen because if you had DLC, then Compo and IF would be older already.
Yeah, that would be hilarious. If they actually grew up and joined your team, then that reference would have made more sense. I was so sad when I learned that they don't join your team as adults.
Well, they do in Rebirth 3, don't they?
It's been so long, I don't remember.
Except the Rebirth 3 adult versions are really, really bad. Because they're copied straight out of Rebirth 1, and Rebirth 1 IF and Copper are terrible. And the childhood ones are actually kind of half decent. They're still not great, but they're at least a lot better than the adult ones.
Oh man, I couldn't get the child versions to work half decent in Victory, so I just used them. Then I learned that they slowed down the speedrun, so I just deleted it. The one and only time I ever got rid of anything I had.
Alright, so we jump ahead to the second victory quest, I think. Yeah, but well, I mean the first one would be the Old Man Pathos, which you'd already have anyway, but...
Ooh, a new waifu player?
Yeah, the Palladium times Noir.
I haven't heard of Silent Killzone.
Yeah. Oh, hold on. You need a third 6-part Frost, and you need to lose that and get that. And then we're off to Geigo.
Let's do our best. This will lead to your defeat.
I need to calm myself.
Alright. Actually, yeah, I can go down here.
I hope I can use this.
Whatever, jump at this block, try and fight the second kitty, and if I only get 2, then I'll eject out and come back.
Yay! We get to go first.
Now, what shall I do?
Okay, I only got 2, and that's the only 2 enemies in the whole battle, so whatever. I have some spare ejects at this point in the run. So we can just go straight back in and fight again.
Now's our chance.
Let's look
And this time we're gonna have 6 enemies, yep, pulled it. And Netgear is somehow moving before Vert, interestingly.
Just a moment. I got one. There. Bye-bye.
I can take care of this. Now, what shall I...
Alright, so I got Vert to 1000 SP.
Close to my limit.
Plutia is still a ways off, but Plutia is the main target for the SP charges, so that's fine. At this point, like I said, I'm only doing quests, and then there's only one set of bosses, so... Basically, most of the SP charges I have left are intended for Plutia at this point, and then a few for Vert in the final chapter. Because Vert can way easier charge her SP with rush attacks than Plutia can. And now the quest, which is absolutely trash in this game because of no forbidden twigs.
Do our best.
Wait, where is the
A ghost.
Yeah, the ghost.
I can never not seeing them be trash.
Hello.
Oh, they do outspeed me? Oh well, good to know. Not a big deal.
Even with twigs, they still irritate me for some reason.
Well, even with twigs, you're still going for really high standards on perfect RNG.
I still can't remember what the perfect RNG is.
I think it's 3 battles. 4 just seems so unlikely.
This is it.
I mean, I could try and do run strats, but based on all the enemies outspeeding me, it probably won't work very well.
I can go anytime. Just a moment.
It has to be 3. Like, I remember 2 happening, but I can't remember when or how. Because there's no way.
Okay, I'm gonna check what I have for the quest right now because I'm not counting properly. 2 males, 4 females. Okay, I'm gonna fight this robot. Is this the right one or is it the other one? Okay,
the robot guarantees you at least one ghost.
It guarantees a male in particular.
My turn.
Yeah, I was just about to say I don't know which gender.
Then I'll need 1 male. I mean 2 females, 1 male.
Now, what shall I do? I can take care of this.
You got really bad RNG on the other enemies that spawned with the ghost.
Yeah, to some degree.
Getting 2 of the DSTTs.
And 2 of the bits as well. Although I've nearly charged everyone to 1000 now, so that's interesting.
Just a moment. I feel stronger now.
Okay, so now I come up here and I fight this ghost.
Don't they notice us? I can go
Okay, it has a lot of ghosts, so I probably didn't need to fight that one. Oh well. Too late now. Well, it didn't actually have enough males. It only has 1 male, or maybe 2. I didn't really count.
2 of each?
I think it had 2 males, 3 females.
Oh, there's a spawn that can give 5! That can be how you get 2!
Oh, actually, that was only 1 male, so I still need 1 more male. I'll just wait for this respawn, because the respawns are only 20 seconds.
I didn't know that spawn having 5. Dabom, you just discovered the possibility of a 2 encounter.
That one is so far away, though.
Might just be fast enough, but only if it guarantees the 5. And
it
the
definitely
second
doesn't.
encounter gives you.
I'm gonna try and run away from this. Probably a bad idea, but I'm gonna try.
I can take care of this. It's my turn.
Yeah, I'll just kill them with it.
I can see it. I can see it being you're decently behind, and you want to save 1 extra battle type of thing.
Yeah, I guess. All right.
Level up.
And then we can use that last check button.
I'm probably gonna forget that it even exists tomorrow, but.
Alright, so now everyone has 1000, which is pretty rare. Well, I think Plutia might be like a tiny bit off, but she's close enough. So usually that quest doesn't let me get all the way to 1000 on everyone. But I got so many enemies in most of the fights, except not enough males.
Oh. It doesn't guarantee 2 fights anyway. You only get 3 of a gender and 2 of a gender at most.
Oh wait, hold on, I need to buy stuff, but I can go to Louis first and lay it there. Alright, weapon for Vert here and armor for Blanc. Actually, yeah, armor for Blanc, and now I can move an armor over to Netgear so that everyone has at least decent armor.
Let's get ready.
Alright, I need to do 1 more reload technique, or 1 more box spam to try and get a new doll for Plutia.
Oh yeah, your reload techniques went by a lot faster than your D-Rust.
Well, I think in the D-Rust I got the second one, like first or second try, so I might lose time here, but hopefully not too much.
Was it your 12 days in Nap? I remember you like reloading for at least 5 or 10 minutes straight.
It was the DRS for this, like, not long ago. Like a week ago or something. Or 2 weeks ago, I forget. But yeah, I can get a little bit of extra money by just jumping at the boxes. Okay, not first try at least. This is only a 1 in 4 instead of a 1 in 5, so it's a little less bad, but I do have to run back instead of loading a save. And if it's in that first box, then I can save some time because I don't have to go all the way to the second one. Unfortunately, I got 2 of the slow fails so far, where it's not in the first box and it's not in the second one either. So yeah, so far the luck is making up for itself.
No, it's such a good run. Don't let it end here.
Okay, we have 3 of the slow fails.
Damn.
I have a lot of money
cards
now,
you get per coin.
Per jump it's 600 because I'm in chapter 6.
Yeah, you get 100 times whatever chapter you're on per coin.
Yeah, I don't need to get any more money at this point, so I'm just going to jump once now.
Yeah, it's really good grind spot.
Sadly, I've got 4 slow fails in a row so far, which are each 20 seconds.
Man.
It's a 1 in 2 chance to get a slow fail, a 1 in 4 chance to get a fast fail, and a 1 in 4 chance to succeed. So far I've lost 4 coin slips in a row. Okay, I didn't lose 5 coin slips in a row, I got the item.
I wonder what's inside.
At least there's that.
I wonder what's inside.
Alright, so now I'm just going to run over to
please,
this place. Hold on, PSP... No, you don't need a PSP, you only need a regular one. And you need that. Alright, so this is the final bad fight in this run. Not literally bad, but against Mr. Bad.
Mr. Bad.
One of the 7 stages.
You seem somewhat strong.
Alright, so same strategy as before, HDD.
Power of a CPU.
And pray that we don't miss. Where is it?
Oh man. Keep on helping out Leiru with Blonde, but then I get into the run and forget to help him out. And then I look at the chat and he reminds me I need to help him.
Alright, so I really just want to separate. I want Pluto to be as far away as possible, really.
Action now is, now I'm pissed.
Although there is a chance he gets targeted here. Okay, Netgear got paralyzed. I'm going to attack with Blonde this one turn because I can probably get all 3 of them if I angle correctly.
I am ready.
And I can get all 3 of them again.
Fine. Here's your
Kill the one that's nearly dead.
Let you have it your way.
May I begin?
I'm ready anytime.
Okay, so now
I am ready.
separate Blonde from the others, heal Netgear's paralysis,
It's my turn.
heal Blonde a little bit, send
Due to you.
level,
Are you ready?
try to... No, I can't quite. I can.
It's my turn.
And then...
I'm ready anytime.
May
okay,
I
yeah.
begin?
I'm ready anytime. I will not let you have it. Stay calm.
What is Netgear even meant to do on this fight?
I'll end this.
I'll teach you.
I am
It doesn't
ready.
seem like much of anything, honestly.
Stay calm.
I guess just build up a SP.
What shall I?
Okay, he's probably gonna go for someone. Okay, he went for Netgear.
You prepared?
I can't remember either, although we played 2 different endings.
Expensive mech suit failed.
Alright, well that was a pretty good Mr. Bad apart from Netgear dying. I'm nearly out of life fragments, so I'm going to buy them at the start of chapter 7. But you do expect to run out of life fragments around this point. The notes say to buy them before Warrior 2, which would just be 1 fight further. Then I'm going to buy them. I'll buy them before the Renegades instead. And this time I actually do have a few extra SP charges, so what I'll be doing is using some of them on Pluto around the yellow heart fight, while Gear and Vert will build up their own SP with rush attacks. And Blonde will be the tank as usual.
I'm gonna get serious on you. Are you ready? Watch me, Neptune. May I begin? I'm ready anytime. Stay calm.
Did Blonde get paralyzed? No.
Are you ready? May I begin? I'm ready anytime. Watch me. Are you... You prepared? It's my... You prepared? I am ready. I'll end this. Stay... I am... May I be... You prepared? Watch me. I am ready. You prepared? I'm ready anytime. May I begin? Smart.
Alright, well, break is done. So I actually have quite a lot of SP charges left over still, mainly because of that huge amount of SP I gained from the Ghost Quest. That said, I'm still going to get the Hostage Sashimi's obviously, because it's good to have all the SP items you can get your hands on really. Right, well in order to actually buy items I have to leave Louis and come back. So let's do that. Vert gets the Strike Lancer, Blanc gets a Pearl Bracelet, and Noir gets Elysion. Equipment menu, give Vert her processor. Blanc gets some new processors, GameCube body, and we S and L, Noir, Piano, Blank, W and L. And Vert gets some armor. Hold on, I need to take it off Neptune, that's right. And Bleedia gets an armor upgrade as well. And I need to accept the quest to make Ario Plateau actually spawn. I think it's still an E rank though.
Here?
Now we get a slightly extended amount of Ario Plateau music compared to Victory 2, because we actually have to go all the way down. You also get to hear Blonde's lovely movement noises. Grab the healing drinks.
I hope I can use
Not those, okay.
Not as lovely as Flutie Slippers.
Alright, well, Plea needs a little more SP, so let's use a couple of those PSG judges. I've got a huge amount of them right now. Alright, the Renegades aren't too much of a threat in general. They can be still, but it's unlikely.
I will not let you have it your
So
way.
just spread out and spam attacking skills as much as I can. Preferably not all be on the same side.
You prepared?
And Blonde go up and defend, and hopefully they all attack Blonde. Okay, one of them attack Vert, two of them attack Vert. Heal Vert just in case she dies.
Stay calm.
What shall I do to you?
Here's your reward.
There's another paralysis. Lovely. Line up to attack both of them. There's a double death! What is this crap? Okay, I'm gonna retry that fight, honestly. Like, since when was this fight ever that bad? That's kind of bullshit.
It's only because you pointed it out.
Yeah, usually I say it's not at all bad, and then I finally got a really terrible fight where they got paralysis every time they could. And also got really low damage rolls.
Something similar to when I first went into Good in Ray, thinking it was going to be okay. And then skill seal.
Yeah. Alright, this time attack
pointed
Blonde. Attack Blonde. They're all attacking Netgear. God damn it.
I am ready.
God dang it, Netgear. Stop being a sponge for your attacks.
And Netgear died again. Lovely.
That moment when the doggo did way more damage than the bird and the bug.
Are you ready? Be gone.
Okay, Fleetia died now.
I'll end this. I'm done.
Ooh,
I can go anytime.
you're doing some damage.
Wait. I will not let you have it your
I'm just...
Alright, so now that we passed the Renegades for real, even though they were still really trolly compared to usual. Not entirely sure why, but whatever. We go back to Planetune. Actually, I didn't buy the life fragments, I didn't need them up to this point. Now I definitely do, because I'm basically out. I think I have one exuberant fragment and one angel link left. And both of those items have a really high weight, so I don't really necessarily want to use them yet. If ever.
The Blonde versus Neptune.
Yep,
War rages on.
So now we actually use Nep Station for the first time to get the hero sausage. Yeah, the horse bird is the one in Chapter 9 actually. Okay, we got hero sausage, so now accept Flame Fenrir. Plot Netgear with Noir, put Netgear behind Vert. Okay, the order is slightly messed up. Okay, let's do. You get Air Slicer now. Noir gets Rapid Rush.
That was a waste of 4,000.
And Impulse Edge, or is that? Yeah. Blonde gets a good break attack apparently. And move Gear Starter Bracelet Neo to Noir, we can do that. And actually, where do we go now? Oh right, the quest. I was thinking it was Waruchu, but it's actually... I'll save this. Wow, this war is real indeed. And there's no need to heal Netgear. Who would heal Netgear? Okay, we'll use the PSP charger on each of these two.
I won't lose. Ever. It's my turn.
Unfortunately, we have to HDD since this is a field boss.
My turn. Let's get serious. Maybe I'm a tad angry. I can take care of this. I'll show you the true power of a CPU.
This blonde will rise. We just gotta wait for Hexy.
I am ready. May I begin? You prepared? Ready whenever.
Hexy's got them almost 20k points.
Are you ready?
Wait, since when does Hexy have that many?
Finally. You prepared? I am ready.
You've been saving them a bit.
Are you ready?
Seems that way.
I'll end this. May I begin? I am ready.
Okay, Flame Finger is down without any incident. I didn't buy any life fragments, but I didn't need them again. Oh well, this is where it says in the notes to buy them, so I'm going to buy them now.
1557.
And I'm going to hand in the league quest just to get a tiny bit more money and stuff. Not that it makes any huge difference. So now a few cutscenes in Planetoon and we'll activate the Warrior 2 fight. Also, Blonde is still really boring for the PP CPU because she was already done in the first marathon. So stop being unoriginal.
But Dabom, this time it's true.
Let's get ready.
Yes, Blonde needs her redemption because you couldn't get through in the first time.
Full power jump! I wonder what's inside.
In before another good end run, which is also on Blonde.
If that happens, I'll give up. Labor, you got this. 1557 is all we need. Actually, no, we need 58. 58. I believe in the me that believes in you, Labor.
Hold on, I'll use a PSP on you and my last regular on you.
Oh, for producing perfection, okay.
And also formation, hold on. So I want to move Blonde to here, so that I can target everyone at once with Noir's tech training.
Yeah, Vert on lead points.
That's still only one donation, by the way.
Long for 2,500.
Marin was the only one who's ever donated to Vert in PP
Damn,
CPU.
son. You really want Blanc to show up again? She showed up on first marathon.
Ooh, we have a 800 and whatever. I'm not even going to calculate that point lead.
Oh well,
or
that'll have to change after this run. Also, we didn't. I guess we didn't end up doing that trivia, huh? Because you guys didn't tell me to make a code at all.
I'll beat my authority.
Oh,
Are you ready? Your skull.
You made a code for.
I made one for OOC, but you guys were going to make a new code, I thought.
No, we were going to do that in transition.
Finally.
Oh, right.
What shall I do to you? You prepared?
You reminded me. I'm going to come up with a trivia
on,
question I can know the answer to.
I am ready.
Between Dabom and Aurora, the very first Neptunia game that comes to your mind, I'll look at trivia question for.
I'll end this.
Hold on, let me just do this.
What shall
Oh my
I
god,
do
Oz
to
got the
you?
trap.
I am ready. What to do? I'll end this. I will not let you. May I begin? What to do? I am ready. I'm ready anytime. Are you ready?
I'll end this. Finally. I'm gonna lose. What shall I do to you?
Alright, I can't debuff him, so just wait for the buff.
I'll do finally.
And buff yourself.
I'm ready. Are you ready? I'll do what I can.
Okay, now go.
Are you ready? I'll do what I can. I'll end
And
this.
nice.
What shall I finally? I am ready. What shall I do to
Okay, Warachu wasn't too bad.
Gave you a pretty decent RNG set.
I did miss one select spear, but nothing too shabby.
I think I'll find some vanilla Nep trivia. Where to begin?
Alright, so Anonymous Lab.
Here?
This is where the crash happens to like all the casual players in this game in PC version. After
Oh yeah.
the yellow heart fight.
Always. And then I had to I think it was something on Steam community.
Yeah, you can like increase the RAM that it uses or whatever.
Wonder what's inside.
Okay, that's chest of the trap. Oh, that enemy can get so close. Okay, well I'll charge my SP here. That works.
My turn.
More free SP heals.
Huh? My turn. Now, what shall I do?
Cool.
I wonder what's inside.
Okay, so now use remaining SP charges, although it would help if I kept a couple of force-fed hero sausages for later. So I've only got one PSP. I'll use that on Noir.
Oh yeah, those items that you get on Wallet. Sometimes it's okay. You get something different.
Yeah, the hero sausages heal 500 SP, so they're pretty strong. Anonadef is okay. He is mostly physical other than his nuke, which is mental. Intelligence based, whatever you want to call it. So if I buff my physical defense for turn 1, then he can't do too much damage to Blanc at all. But once he gets under half, he will A, use his EXE more, and also B, retarget. So it's kind of random.
Piss me off.
What happens after half?
I am ready.
Alright, so buff up,
Finally.
buff up,
What shall I do to you?
debuff,
I'll end this.
and do that.
Hmm.
Yeah, only 41 damage.
I am ready. May I begin?
Let's.
You prepared? I am ready. Finally.
Who?
You prepared? Are you ready?
Who's?
Ready whenever. Are you ready?
Now I want to start defending if I can, though, because
You.
she died, but that's
Are
okay.
you ready? My turn. Ready whenever. May I begin?
My maiden.
I will not let you have my turn.
My.
Ready whenever. May I begin?
Okay, that went by pretty quickly.
As I predicted.
He never changed off Blanc, although he did kill her once. So now Yellowheart. This is actually kind of an annoying fight in Rebirth 3 because she gets regen when she didn't in Victory. So what we're doing is still getting a breather to restore SP to some degree, but I'll have to change the skills to finish her off because she'll regen most of her health while I'm using combos.
Alright, we're closing in to the end of this run.
Oh yeah, right, the bid end is pretty soon.
Finally.
Yeah.
So,
What
not only that,
do
we want to give you guys a trivia question. I want to type it out in the chat.
I'm ready anytime.
First one to answer it.
I'm ready
We'll get-
anytime. I am ready.
We'll just go with this standard 1,000 point
I am ready.
code
Oh, what's that?
will
Wait
be
till a little too early.
Finally.
DM'd to you on Discord or sent to you on
Fine.
Twitch.
Are
I'll
you
be
ready?
typing it out in the chat, so here we go.
Finally. I'm ready anytime. I'll end this. May I begin? Are you ready? Finally. Are you ready?
Oh, she got a double turn, but luckily it wasn't.
I'll end this.
At a
To do-
critical moment. I could heal.
Fine.
Okay, it's left.
You prepared? I am ready.
Whoops.
To do. What
I'm pretty sure,
shall I do
yeah.
to you? I'll end this. I am ready.
Alright, so buff up now.
Ready whenever.
Keep guard breaking.
May I begin? I will not let you have it your way.
And
Can't believe I misspelled
okay,
her
I
name.
have to heal with that, so throw a healing drink over.
I'll end this. Ready whenever. I'm ready anytime.
Okay, I buffed
May
up a little early
begin?
actually.
Are you ready?
Let's buff again.
Finally. You prepared? I am ready. What shall I do? Finally. You prepared? Are you ready? I'll end this. May I begin?
Yes, English voice. I decided to make it a little tougher.
Oh, for vanilla?
I am ready.
Yep, this
You
is a
prepared?
vanilla related question.
Finally. What shall I? You prepared? Are you ready?
I don't have enough SP anymore. Oh well, I can get a bit more.
To do.
Here, sausage on that.
Beirut
Oh, it's only
did not
300
get
with
it.
these items.
I'm
You
ready
can get one that gives 500
anytime.
later, I think.
I will not let you have it.
Pikachu did not get
You
it.
prepared? What shall I do to you? I will not let you have
Wait,
it
what?
your
Oh,
way.
I miscounted HP of it. Okay, please paralyze. Let's heal that.
Finally. I'm ready anytime.
It's fine. Finish her off. Cool.
Mine. It looks
Alright, well, hopefully it doesn't crash. It shouldn't, but you never know.
Beirut got her current voice actor, but not her vanilla Neptunia voice actor.
He said original.
Yeah, and English, not JP, not Mayor. Peter. Jeez. This room requires some extra meaning.
I also accidentally gave extra hints saying that was this the current one, or, although I guess it's not too much of a help.
Cracking open a cold one for memes.
Okay, well, since I only have 2 hero sausages left, I am still going to get the SP charges. I might have considered not doing it if I had slightly more. You'll have to get ready on time relatively shortly as well, whoever's doing the bet end.
I can do it. I'll give people until the bet end to get the trivia question right. If not, then this question doesn't count anymore, and the next one won't be until near the end of Omega Quintet. Oh, just as I say that, Pikachu wins 1,000 points.
You need to make sure you can get a whisper from me to get the code.
As far as I can tell, it sounds like a Google search right now.
Yeah, well, what do you expect with trivia questions eventually on the internet? It's fine. Pikachu wins the points. It's still valid. I got a lot more items than I usually do. I might not quite have enough still. How much do I need? No, that's fine, I've got enough. And CPU parts, round next, HWL.
Alright, I'm ready for whenever you tell me to.
Let's get ready.
Okay, so the main thing is to SP charge, Pleadia, and Vert with those new items I just got. use one more on Noir as well. Then I have one regular SP charger and 2 hero sausages left to charge during the battle. Ignore the jump blocks since I don't need any more money.
I wonder what's inside.
But I am going to pick up both
I wonder what's inside.
netball and healing drink. Those are just useful just in case I need to heal Blonde with someone who's not Lydia. Well, generally I will want to actually. I'm not going to get the PSP charger, which is sitting in that corner. Shouldn't need it. We'll see.
Should the Noir fans give up?
YOLO!
What does that even translate to?
Who knows?
It's a bot being crazy again.
Yep.
Here, south is.
Alright, so Blonde defend, Lydia defend turn 1.
Now you pissed me off.
Vert,
Are
Brain
you ready?
Steep.
What to do?
Noir tech training on everyone.
You can't have nutrients if the Blonde fans are winning.
What shall I do?
Level of use.
I'll end this.
Defend.
I am ready.
Attack. And
Oh, this bot's giving plenty of verbal abuse right now.
Parallaxing
I'll
because
end this.
this is
May
being
I
stupid.
begin? I am ready. Ready whenever. I'm ready anytime. I am ready. I'm ready anytime. What to do?
Int booster on both of them.
Are you ready?
That.
I'll
Level
end
of
this.
use.
Are you ready? I'm ready anytime. What to do?
And guard break for those players.
I'm ready anytime. I am ready. May I begin? I'll end this. I am ready. What shall I do? Finally.
Heal. Blonde.
I'm ready anytime. I am
Defend.
ready.
That.
I'm ready
You come
anytime.
forward. Attack.
Ready whenever.
Press respects to pay up.
I will not let you have it. I'll end this.
Defend.
What shall I do to you?
Attack.
Are you ready?
Attack. Heal yourself. Heal your speed.
What
Heal
to do?
Blonde.
I'll end this.
Heal yourself.
Ready whenever.
Heal Blonde again. Oh, you're not in range.
I will not let you have it your way. You prepared? May I begin? Ready whenever. I am ready. I'll end this. What shall I do? I'll end this. I am ready. What to do? I'll end this.
Okay, done. Time.
I'm sleepy.
I didn't expect that.
Sometimes a session like
I didn't
this
expect
is
that to
nice
kill, but it
too.
did. Just barely sub 220, so I'm happy with that. Because 220 was my original estimate.
Holy moly. Oh, this is my worst yet.
Anime with the
my
2:19:42. Too bad we don't give any consolation prizes for being within like 5 seconds.
Wait, 226. That's my first bet. I changed my bet before I even started.
You probably typoed. Or something.
That moment when the top, what is it, top?
Alright, well,
Okay,
it's time for
good.
the Omega Quintet bet. Although I'm going
Top
to take a bit
12.
to set it up.
Top 12 made it within 2 minutes.
Yeah, and the top 7 all got the 1.5 times for the same minute.
19, yeah, all 19.
I guess we can view the credits of this game.
Level up.
Because there's some stuff I can do to set up Omega Quintet while still playing the credits. As long as the game doesn't crash before you get to the credits. Which is a chance, it's happened before. That's what happened in my world record. The game crashed before I could make it to the credits. Like, it never crashed during the run itself, so it was pretty optimal in that regard, but it crashed right after.
I can picture it now. You're about to listen to the credits. You're getting ready to jam out, and it crashes. It's just heartbreaking.
Blue screen.
So far every Omega Quintet bet has been
Self-destruct.
sub-world record. You guys are very optimistic.
You know what? I believe in you. You gotta get that 224. But I have an announcement. It's gonna be the final thing I do related to giveaways. But anyone who wants a gifted sub and wanted to come up with one Omega Quintet related question. So make sure to look around that topic. I want to come up with it, and I will probably post it in chat somewhere around the 10-minute mark of the Omega Quintet run. So I'd let you guys know. Whoever wants
someone
a gifted sub,
not Ottawa or partner for more inputs.
There'll be one more chance for that. And if you troll and you have a sub already, I guess you choose who it goes to.
Oh man. Yeah, I know. Come on, Alex. I feel like when Z first looks at the VOD, he's gonna punish me. I feel like my only run in the marathon is one that bye.
No, he didn't get mad at me. I mean, forego.
Yeah, that's what the Aaron's staring.
Alright, well I've actually managed to plug in the HDMI into the back of the PS4, so we made some progress during those credits. I'm gonna bring up the intermission, and bring back the Starins, and then we'll do some Omega Quintet in just a second, or about 5 to 10 minutes.
You want to use that 5 and 10 minute wait time and about 10 minutes into the run time to try and find an Omega Quintet question, because I have no knowledge on that game.